Hello. What is up, my best bees? You are back with the Gaming Killa-B, and I'm back from E3. I wanted to make this video way sooner than I did, but better late than never. Am I right? I just wanted to give a little recap, about my experience at E3. So without further ado, my E3 recap. E3 was, yeah, I know, I'm ungrateful, but let me tell you why. Thumbs up for sure for some stuff, thumbs down for sure with some stuff. Day one, crazy excited, got there like 2 hours early, the doors were open. You could walk into like the main concourse of the convention. You can go inside where all the booths are, but you can go inside the concourse. Facebook had some stuff there. There's a Forza setup, so that was cool. Thought that was early enough. I think we even got there earlier than like 2 hours, but the line was already huge. We ended up being like in the middle of the line, and then we waited like 2 hours. An hour of it was out in the blazing hot California sun. And then we finally got inside. We had no idea what to do. When I say we, I mean me and Iceman, a longtime buddy of mine that met me out there. Just kind of like on a whim, kind of surprised me out there. But we had no idea what we were going to do day one. So we just got in, went to the main hall where like Xbox and Ubisoft. Who else was over there? Twitch had their thing there. The esports stage was there. A bunch of stuff. But we had no idea what we were going to do. So we just grabbed swag. That's all we did pretty much for the first little bit. It was just grab swag. And then when we finally did decide to do something, it was already midday. We had already gone like halfway through the convention time. And we decided to go and try and play the new Assassin's Creed. Origins, I think? Assassin's Creed Origins. We waited in line for 3.5 hours to play 15 minutes. Granted, it was a sweet 15 minutes. It's a game that hasn't come out yet, so that's cool. But 3.5 hours, and that was my first day, so I was like, my mind is blown. Like, it's not anywhere near as cool as it is on TV. So that was our day. Swag the first half, and then hit up the Ubisoft booth and played Assassin's Creed Origins. Second day, we were like, all right, let's make a game plan. So we downloaded the Experience PlayStation app, which is their way of letting their fans reserve spots to play games instead of waiting in these long lines. Destiny 2, you could reserve a spot. World War I for Call of Duty, Battlefront. And then PlayStation had a few theaters that you could go sit down in and you watch trailers and stuff like that, dressed up the theater and like the theme for the game. So 9:30 comes, because that's when you can start reserving spots. 9:30 comes, Iceman and I are sitting there spamming this app, trying to click on anything that we can reserve, because it shows how many spots are left, and there was tons for each one of them. So we're sitting there clicking every single one, and nothing's happening. So we'll go and refresh the app, close it, open it again, and by the time we closed it and opened it again, everything was full. Every single hour, full. And it's like, I know that's how things go when it comes to like reserving stuff online, is that some people have better internet speed or whatever, and they get on it quicker, and it is what it is. So that was frustrating, because we thought that was our plan. We didn't have a plan B. We should have had a plan B, but that was our plan, is to use that Experience app to get into much as we could with Sony, but it didn't work. Not at all. So what we did, while we were hanging out in this other hall, because Sony was in a different hall from Xbox, so we were hanging out in this hall, and we were in line for stuff, we ended up playing like some of this, like the little games for Sony, like the Everyone Golfs, which is like the old Hot Shots golf game, Knack 2. We would just hang out on this app, and as soon as something would open up, we'd just sit there and refresh it. As soon as something opened up, we would reserve it. the problem was the only thing that ever opened up was the theaters where you could go in and watch those trailers. So that was still cool to do, but none of the games ever opened up ever. So we ended up not playing any of those games on the Sony side. So that was kind of frustrating. And then day 3, we're like, okay, we saw the Nintendo booth, and so we're like, okay, Nintendo, because they give a cool little like hat swag. If you follow me on Twitter, or even if you've seen the vlogs, you would have seen that cool little hat that I got from Nintendo. So we decided, okay, Nintendo's going to be our day 3 plan. So we get there 2 hours early. We get in line. We're inside. The line isn't as big. We're inside, but it doesn't matter how big the line is that you're in, because inside in the convention, you got all the industry people in there already. So we mad dashed it to the Nintendo booth, and there's already hundreds of people in line that weren't outside waiting. So that kind of bugged me a little bit, but that's the beauty of the beast right there. Nintendo's line was huge. It snaked around the booth, and then it went back into the back of the convention center, and it zigzagged back and forth a bunch of times, but it moved super fast. Nintendo had it figured out. They had TVs for days in their booth, so it was easy for us to go through that line because it was super quick. So that was nice. Destiny 2 is by far the coolest. We were able to play a PvP, 4v4 match that Iceman and we won. There's a couple of people on our team that were carrying it, but me and Iceman came through at the end, so that was cool. The booth that they had, the Destiny 2 booth for Xbox, it was ridiculous. You were able to go inside, and it was kind of like a trophy room. It had all the Warlock, the Titan, the Hunter. They had like a cool little statue. I don't know, a statue is like a legit full-size person. Guns, they had all the guns in there and stuff like that, so that was sweet. And then we spent the rest of the day just checking out the little booths and stuff like that. Nothing too crazy. We ended up getting a chance to play Crackdown 3. Near the end of the day, we waited around the Xbox booth, and that opened up, so we were able to jump into that. And the day 3 was definitely the least busy out of all of them. So, long story short, my thumbs up. Nintendo's booth. Not only was it like well planned out, they had tons of TVs ready to go for the extra 15,000 people, not to mention everybody else that's there for the industry. And the booth was ridiculous. If you saw in my videos or on Twitter, they had a city. Like they had legitly built a city in the convention center. So that was sweet. And then it's E3. The hype is huge. The sights and sounds are huge. So coming from me, somebody that's like a gaming geek, top to bottom, that was cool. Like that feeling you get when you first walk in and you see Xbox huge booth, and it is a really cool feeling to be there, because if you've watched it on TV, you see like all the hype behind it. The hype, it lives up to the hype. The hype is real. The lights, the flashing, the sounds, the music, all that. But you have to get past all the people first to see that. And that brings me to the crowds are ridiculous. Like I read up on E3 a little bit when I found out that I was going to go, and it told me, be ready for the lines. Nothing can prepare you for the amount of people that were there. Like, I don't know if it's just me because it's the first time I've gone. I know it's been crazy in the past, but that extra 15,000 people, I don't know. It was crazy. Like I said, we got there a couple hours early each day. Still ended up getting into the convention center like way late because of the lines that we were in. And then you have to know where you want to go. Like you have to have a game plan going in, because you have to fight these crowds of people, and they all have it in their head where they want to go. And the perfect example was Nintendo, because we had a perfect plan in place to go to the Nintendo booth right when they opened. We made a mad dash. We knew where the line started, and we still ended up being like 400th in line or something crazy like that. So that was a turnoff for sure. My second grievance, it's small, but it's that experience app for Sony, for PlayStation. I know that that's how those things go. Anytime you have a app that, hundreds of thousands of people can use, and they're trying to, reserve like 18 spots for a game or something. I know the app is gonna poop out and spark and flame up and smoke, but that was a bummer because we thought that, again, we had a plan in place. We were going to go and hit that Sony spot up, and we're going to play Destiny 2 and World War 1 and all that, and that didn't happen. So that's my other grievance, is that app. Like, I know what PlayStation Sony was trying to do is to keep people from having to wait in line for 3 hours, but that was kind of a bummer, that app not working. It was cool. The games that we got to play, so those are my pluses and negatives. If you were planning on going to E3, go. Like, if you have the money for it and you can afford, the expenses, definitely do it. It's fun to say that you've gone. If you've been watching E3 for years like I have on TV, and then going, it's definitely cool to say you have, just for the simple fact of being there for that, that big event. Don't know if I'm missing anything. If I am, Iceman, leave it down in the comments below. Speaking of Iceman, I want to thank him, and I want you guys too, for helping me collect all this swag. I didn't know he was coming. He surprised me, but he helped me. He put a bag on his back, and he helped me grab as much swag as he could. And he wasn't keeping any of it. I think he kept maybe like 5 items out of the 30 that we got. He grabbed it all for you guys. I want you guys to comment down below and thank him for being such a stud and helping us get some of the swag for you guys. And speaking of swag, it's time for me to do my E3 2017 500 subscriber giveaway. Drum roll, please. Right, my first winner of the swag bag giveaway is Ice Damon. Congratulations, Ice Damon. My second winner is Moonrunners. These two definitely deserving of some swag. The reason why I did this swag giveaway is to thank the subscribers that I already have. I'm not trying to get more subscribers with these giveaways. I want to thank the subscribers that I have, and these two in particular deserve a huge thank you. The support that they give me, not just off and on, but on a daily basis, is amazing, and they deserve swag, more swag than I'm going to give you. So I definitely appreciate these two, but I also appreciate all 500 of you. If I could do 500 swag bag giveaways, I would. But that's just not gonna happen. I'm sorry. But I'm thinking that I want to try and do more giveaways because I don't know why. It makes me feel good to give back. I know that it's not hard to watch a video, click a like button, and then write some comments down below. But that little bit of effort, and hopefully it's entertaining, is the reason why I want to give back. And it feels good to, like, when I was putting these swag bags together, I was rewarding somebody for supporting me, and that's how it should be. That's how this world should be. So I'm very happy to do that. So make sure you guys continue to watch. Definitely comment. Makes it easier for me to find you guys. The two that won, I will be reaching out to you via YouTube Messenger. I will also link my business email down below. So if you haven't heard from me, make sure you reach out to me. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully you liked my E3 recap. Fun. E3 was fun. Grabbing swag for you guys was fun. Picking winners was fun. And sending these goodie bags out is going to be fun. It's all fun. So if you guys haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Put up all sorts of random videos. Hopefully you like random, because that's what this channel is all about. I appreciate you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out.